Tuesday!
Happy Tuesday!
We are going to be working on some ATCs, tweaking those ATCs, because, you know, we already did get a little bit started. Did those master boards into the ATCs. P's been doing a little bit of work. We'll show those. By the way, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are BM Artist Studio.
Oh, went weird, kind of high on me there.
Oh,
Let's say hello to everybody while you're digging through your stuff.
Isn't this just like I swear?
Riveting.
I was going to do this off camera.
Please do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. I don't know that you were here unless you do that. You can hang out in the background, no problemos there. We have, you know, just hang out, scope. But do give those thumbs upsies. We very much appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. That helps us big time. We just hit our 5,000 subscribers and did the big giveaway on Sunday. So much fun. Oh my God, the bags and everything. We do still need, I sent out one of the bags because she placed an order. So I was like, I'm just going to get that out. And, but we still have to put the PM Artist Studio. So some of them aren't quite going out yet. So just, and I'm trying to cross-reference my list because we have quite the amount of things that are going out. We've got Valentine ATCs, which we haven't obviously finished because that's what one of the things we're going to be working on today. We have the Valentine ATCs. We have the little booklets that, you know, you guys that are sending the funny little Valentine sayings and things. He's pulling together that list. I have those stacked downstairs, some of them, ready to package up with the ATCs if you are on both lists. So, you know, it's kind of madness. But let's say hello to everybody. We've got Arlene, Art Curious, that's Miriam. We have Heather, Belinda, Bente, Betsy, hello, welcome. I think you are new. Candy H, Brad's here too. Carrie Griffiths, Christy, Colleen, Darcy, Dana, Deb C, Diane, Estella, Evie, Griffin Shell, that is Rhonda, Jamie, Jenny, hello Jenny, you're back. Welcome, welcome. Jolly John, you are new. Welcome. What's up, boy, girl? Sorry, it's a little tiny profile. Are you? I would say it's Jolly John, like John, are you? Anyway, let us know in the chat.
Welcome.
Welcome. Joni, Kathy, Kim, Ellie Beeler, that's Laura, Lynn, Lisa, Maggie Miller, hello, Melody, Michelle Kern, Nightbot, she's the one that's going to be dropping things in the chat, prompted by myself or the mods. And by the way, thank you mods for just, you know, being here and helping out. We so appreciate you. Pinka, Rachel, Reverend Sonia, Ricky Nordmeyer, Sandy Franklin, we've got Silver Granny Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn, Stitching Arc, that's Paula, Susan Dufresne, Susan Fantozzi, Violet, yay, Wendy is Fran here, Violet's here, they're kind of a dynamic duo.
Like Trish and Abby.
Yeah, we got our pairs. Alright guys, if I missed you, it was not on purpose, I do apologize, just let me know in the chat and I will say hello to you. Yep, he's John. Jolly John. Alright. Glad you're not Jerky John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that people would probably, you know, announce that. Although sometimes maybe you would. You should be like, you know, I'm just letting everybody know. We like a Jolly John though.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Do I need to go topside? She's kind of in a fluff today.
I just, you know, I need a larger workspace.
Yeah.
Which, of course, then I would need a larger workspace.
It doesn't end.
But I found some things.
Hello, Martha. She said she missed me. Hello, Pinka.
Yes. And Marcia, is she there today?
Marsha Markle? I think I said
Because I've got some of her stuff here I wanted to share.
Oh,
They're absolutely, I mean.
I love your hat. Very artsy. That is her arty hat. She has an even more arty one, but she can't find it.
Yeah. It's kind of hot, my other one.
It's probably in storage.
Yeah, so I think that's why it's in storage. It's really not a Texas hat. It's more of an Alaska hat.
Well, I told Marsha that we were going to show him. She'll either, she comes in maybe a little bit later, or...
She'll watch the rerun. Okay. All right. Yes, go topside.
Okay, going topside.
Lots of things to do today.
We got a lot of mail the other day.
Yes, we did. And then I've been working on the cards, and I'm kind of bored.
Okay.
So I dug through my ATCs.
Hold on.
We're going to change up some stuff.
She ain't listening to me. Hold on. I'm gonna see.
Oh, are we having problems?
We are. I don't know why it's not. It's like it's frozen.
Oh, the overhead?
Yeah, hold on. I'll push it. Alright, it's going to get weird for just a second, guys.
No, I have time to staunch my sniffles.
Maybe.
It's just,
There we go.
I mean, you know, it's just this little runny, drippy stuff. That's why my nose is so dadgum sore.
Plug that in.
Sure.
I had it already. Now she's touching things. Don't.
Oh, I don't know what you expected me to do exactly.
There we go.
There, Mariah.
Good job, Patricia. Very much appreciate you and your camera maneuvering.
Yes. Write it down somewhere.
I fixed that on the fly. Yeah, I've been doing this long enough. I now know not to freak out and just start pressing some buttons. You know, that's the worst that can happen. We've started streams over before. Hello, Kathy. Welcome. We got Kathy with a C from PA. And then somebody else new. Oh, Sarah. Hello. From Wisconsin. Welcome. So glad you're here. Sorry, you know, normally we don't have quite that many technical difficulties right here at the beginning, but
yeah,
some
usually
days
they
are better
happen
than others.
later on. Okay.
Stick around.
Is Christy here today?
I don't think
I didn't hear.
I think she kind of, she's been, when she comes in, she's been coming, that's my best friend. That's
And
Christy.
are we overhead yet? Oh, we are.
Yeah.
This is Christy and John, and these are the kitties, and I don't, sorry, I don't.
Okay, the funny one there, that's Cece. Remember me talking about Cece, cross-eyed kitty? Sorry, I don't know why that makes me laugh, but. And then there's
Anyway.
Honey and Haas.
Yes. Oh, and look at this cute business here.
Now, some of those are from Evie, and some are from Trish.
Yes. And this is to
I think that one's
Mariah, Izzy, and Brad.
Yes.
Isn't that cute?
Isn't that
Oh,
cute?
look at that nice grazing going on there. Oh.
I love the lights.
Oh.
Lights are fun. Did a good job on those.
Absolutely. I can't believe you colored every one of those little bulbs in. I thought about that.
Yes, and that's Christy with a K. A Kristi.
String of lights.
Hey, Z.
Thank you. And nice. I think it's colored pencil. Maybe not. Maybe it's paint. I think the bulbs are colored pencil.
Let us
And
know,
I
Trish.
especially love this one.
Hello, Patty.
Just, I mean, it just has so many wonderful layers on it. Just beautiful.
I think this is some of her,
and I love this is
how do you say it? It's
what?
the stuff that she was doing. She posted in Makers, and we've talked about it before. It's the layering up. What's the name? It's just escaping my brain right now. It's like right over here, and there's a block.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I like it. I like this one too.
It's a type of collage. No, we're gonna work through this.
Oh, the colograph. Where you layer, you put different layers in.
Yeah, but that's not quite the name, but you're getting there.
Okay, I don't know. I give up. I like this a lot. This reminds me of a boutique.
Being a real poop head
And
today.
there's our daisies. Those started out as a stamp.
They did.
Okay, I think all those were in here. Well, Christy's wasn't, but
I'm hoping
anyway.
somebody's going to tell me. China Collet. Thank you. China. China.
Sheena.
China? It's not an A, so it's not China. China.
Okay. Oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
Cheen. You don't say the E.
Shin. Shin?
Sheen Coulee. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. All right, here we are. Kimonos.
Hey, Marcia.
Yeah.
Sheen Coulee.
Sheen Coulee.
Thank you, Marcia. You're so nice, unlike my mother, who's very grumpy today.
I went to Costco yesterday.
Oh, she's tired and sore.
Oh my gosh. I walked 100 miles.
I told her she needed to do more walking. She wouldn't hurt so much. You know, if you do it.
Well, I don't think you should just right off the bat jump in and go to Costco.
Or run a 5K.
I think you ought to work up to it. You know? You ought to walk to the
Smaller
mailbox
stores.
a few times. I don't know what that is over there, but I really like that. And I mean, you know, these.
Thank you so much.
I don't know
for
how you
singing
get them to
Marcia.
come out like that.
I need to. Oh, and I'm swapping her an ATC. I'm putting her on the list.
Oh,
Meant to do that.
absolutely.
Tell you, my brain. Whew.
I'm telling you what I'm going to do, because we still have our Christmas tree up. I don't know if it's all right to mention that, but
She went ahead and did it anyway.
anyway.
We talked about that. It probably.
We'll
stayed up
probably
till
get it down
May.
about Izzy's birthday, or bribe her before. Oh, I love this one. This one's very, very camo-y. But I'm going to put string on these and use them as Christmas ornaments, and I'm going to write your information on the back. Because I think they're just so elegant. They need to be something that's toted out, you know, and looked at. Oh, just love them.
I thought she'd snap out of it. Yeah.
So much. Love them so much. Oh, look at this. Oh, I think this is my favorite. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. Oh, but maybe this one. These two, I think, should actually go together.
They're
This
friends.
is the little kimono, big kimono.
Oh, they are.
But anyway, thank you. What a sweet, wonderful, wonderful gift.
They were a surprise to her. She didn't know. I'd actually asked Marcia if I could have some. I
was very excited.
She was.
I was very excited. Okay, now I have to put all these together.
If you wanna
I'm going to hand them to you. Don't hide the kimonos. I really do want to
Get them on the Christmas tree.
get
I think
them on
it'd
the
be great.
Christmas tree.
We also have a lot of other because we have like the little sushi ornament and
Oh, yes,
we have
yes,
the
yes.
kitty. So it goes great. I guess we're gonna kind of end up with a very Asian
Okay,
inspired.
well, first of all,
tree.
before I start reading to you the
So Japanese,
Twiki.
Chinese, all the good stuff.
here's Izzy's. She calls this the pocket purse.
Yeah, her purses.
And I got to pick out my papers, and I told her, I said, Izzy, you got to make sure you go very close to the edge, because
She pointed that out when she brought her other one down. She's like, "Did you notice this?"
okay, I got to show you. What do we call these things?
They're just pop-ups.
Pop-ups. Okay. All right. She learned how to do these on watching some.
A kids YouTube drawing kind
Kids
of thing.
YouTube
I
thing.
can't remember the exact channel. If you guys
Okay,
want to know,
but
let
it
me
just
know.
cracks me up. And these are not. These look really, maybe subject-wise, they're sort of the same, but she just puts her own spin on it, and she's just happy. She's always happy with her results.
She is.
Okay, here you go. Here's the little, and then boing, boing. Great. Okay.
No, she
Well,
tries
here
to
we
get us to make these things too.
You'll figure this out when you.
Oh, yeah. We should put a little this way up.
Look at that happy kitty there with the little paws,
Yeah.
little, those little eyes that they do on the cartoons. Look at that little tongue. I'm impressed with these. Okay, here we go. This is hair. I don't think it's ears. But look at all their hair, how different it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's a
She
little.
was busy. And she whips these things out pretty quick. She doesn't like to color them.
I told her I didn't think they needed to be colored. To peek and make sure this is okay. Explosion!
And look, she tried to put, I think, a number 1 on it.
That's a number 1. For whatever it means. Okay, this is my favorite. This is the one I will keep forever and ever. Number 1, look at the teeth.
So weird.
And the nose. Absolutely love it. And then, ooh,
Yeah,
creepy.
Yeah, that's a good. All right.
All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. Y'all can do your own little pop-ups now.
I'll send you the channel link. If you want to put that in Makers, let me know. Oh, I need to do announcements. That kind of reminds me.
Okay.
All right. So over in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, that's our Facebook. Many of these lovely folks that you see here in the chat are also over there. You get to see the things that they make. You get to participate in challenges of all sorts. There's going to be a new one. It's going to be, you know, Judy P. She's going to be posting for that. So just, you know, keep an eye out for that one. A lot of that information is posted up in the featured area. Once we post it, it kind of stays there for a little bit, you know, while it's, you know, hot announcements or, you know, featured, as it's called. We have Joni Sorensen. Is it Sorensen?
Soren.
Sorensen?
Sorensen.
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 I have
Okay,
not
now
said
that's
that
the
before.
original.
Joni does the swaps. Right now, this month is already, you know, everybody's signed up and their stuff is due. We're doing ATCs, so this is very, you know, appropriate. We're still doing the ATCs over here, too. But keep an eye out for those at the beginning of the month because that's when she posts, you know, the new sign-up. Got the color challenge that is still ongoing all month long, hosted by Paula and Carrie. Carrie did his video. Paula has posted a couple things. And you guys are awesome because you're mixing it up with the other challenges. Like Anne posted her ATCs. And they're with the color challenge, so that's fantastic. This weekend, this coming Saturday, Makers of Mixed Media, or Makers Creative Collab will be going public. The YouTubers. Those of you that, you know, just want to participate and do the non-YouTuber thing, post those in Makers. There we go. That is the
What's today?
announcements. Today is the 17th. Of
My
January.
goodness, how time flies.
I know.
I have to make notes here.
There's no N in the middle of her name. Okay.
There isn't.
No, yes, that's what she was doing it wrong. It's Sorensen. Yeah.
I just wanted to because I knew a Sorensen once.
Heather says, Pac-Man Ghost Ice Cream Cone. No, you're not.
All right, here we go. See, I had to make note of that in my book because I just try to keep track here, the 12th and then the 17th. An ode to PM's Valentines. It's just, I just thought this was...
It's wonderful.
The stencils were ready. We all piled on in. P had her hat on and I poured a gin. First up were roses, large, medium, and small. Carrie's design, a wonderful haul. P got a brayer and we let out a cheer. She slapped down that stencil without any fear. Open or fluid, transparent, opaque. Take it from me, folks. This gal ain't no fake. Next comes some hearts a-tumbling on down, some locks and some keys. P went to town, rolling and squishing. We watched her in awe. It's gonna be a duty. That's for darn sure. Then in flew some cherubs. That'd be Brad. The crowd on the sofa went totally mad. P got excited. Mariah was proud. A loud body cheer went up from the crowd. Enter the teapot, saucers and cups. Judy P's creation, a real thumbsy ups. Apart or together, they all look so great. We need to see pulls. We really can't wait. So during the interval of getting so arty, P and M got ready for a streaming tea party. Hats were the order, elegant or fun. Post picks and makers, it's got to be done. The tea was brewed, the plates were all primed, the sofa was packed, to squeeze in was a grind. We passed round the biscuits, all very lush. It's starting, yelled someone, so shush up and hush. New to the party, enter Baroque rondas design, and boy do they rock. The perfect addition to the celebration scene. So hand those things over to our our queen. Roses and teapots, hearts, locks, and keys, cherubs and backgrounds. P handled them with ease. Our hats are all stunning. Mariah got gold. I'm not sure about that. We welcome new friends into the fold. I think we can all say makers are ready for Valentine's Day. Love rocky or steady. So thank you for joining our Makers Tea Party. Now, go on, skedaddle, and keep getting arty.
Isn't that wonderful? Thank you so much for that,
Oh,
Paula.
yes. We did not realize that you had literary talents as well. But it has been
Noted.
noted and
Yes.
and whatever here. Okay, well, my desk is a mess,
Just as
which
it's
that
gonna
should
be
tell
done.
you something. I have been very, very busy. And I'm hoping some of these I just did this morning. And you know how it is when you're going through and you're going, oh, but I really want this to happen. I don't have that color. So I had to mix some paint. And then I just rediscovered my, the translucent gel stuff from iZink. I had iced tea, which is this one right here.
Oh, and then Z, she did find the silver.
I did, and I want to show you what I did with the silver. Okay, so I had a little purple. Here, I even still have the sponge. Here's the sponge. And then I put down. But let me tell you about this stuff. I got it all out, and I've been using it. Quite extensively.
Do you need some of these back?
I don't think so, but maybe. Okay, I think I've got them all here. And here's one more. This blue is really pretty.
Love that
Okay,
blue.
remember I made those in my little
That's turquoise.
oh yeah. Whatever. Blue hue. Anyway, so the way to use these little things, they're not good for the
Scraping.
scraping. Right. They're too woozy.
Oozy.
They're too woozy. But boy, do they work fabulous. And here's the trick to it. You open them up. Well, give them a good shake.
They kind of settle. A lot of pigment.
Yes, and a lot of the really runny stuff then is on the top. But here's the thing. You then use the lid to get a bit on. You have a yucky piece of paper over here that you kind of get it.
A dabber offer.
A dabber offer. Because you don't want it full strength. Otherwise, it's going to squish on you. And let me see. Here's one. You can just barely see it there. Just a suggestion. Isn't that one wonderful? And I think I've got another one here. Oh, these two. And seems like I have one more. Oh, yes. No.
Yes, no?
No. Oh, well, I'll find it.
Perhaps.
Yes, here. No worries. It got covered up with the thing. See this right here? That's the silver with the purple dirty sponge. Same thing here. I'm just going over the same pattern, and I haven't done anything to that one, but I intended to. We'll put that out here.
Well, that's what today's all about. Is tweaking up some ATCs.
Look at this. See, this is the silver on top of the kind of boring.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well done, Patricia.
I know. I'm pretty dead-gum chuffed about that.
Oh, yes. Thank you, guys. If you are coming in and you haven't, you forgot to do the thumbsy upsies, but you know that you love us and that sort of thing. Very much appreciated. But if you're new, hang out for a bit. If you like it, do give the thumbsy upsies.
Yes, please.
It's
All right.
helpful.
I don't really need that. Just throw that over there out of the way. Now let me tell you about this. Okay, where is that? Where is that card?
Looks
Oh,
like
here it
there's
is.
one, yeah, down below.
All right.
Ooh.
All right, so I started off and I had an orange moon here. And I like that. But I thought, you know, it's kind of stark. And there's really, you know, that orange that's on there, which, you know, I mean, the orange that I used was this one. Can you see the difference? So then I went over it with the coffee stuff, the transparent.
I think you should do that with this one. Or do you think that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Well, that would be a good demo. I think maybe it is a bit stark.
Because I think, you know, it was probably fine when you didn't have the other glitter paste stuff rubbed on there. But I think now that the glitter paste is rubbed on there, that toning it back a little bit integrates it more so.
Yes, with the other little spots of orange that are hither and yon.
It is very clamped looking.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm not finished with this one yet.
Okay.
So, I went over it with copper. I thought, I don't know. So, then I went over it with white. Then I went over it again with copper. So, this has like 5 different layers of color.
Evie is the one with the moon. She says that has my name on.
This one? Oh, well, we can do that. Nobody's claimed that. All right, now, remember, this was, you saw this last time. This was white. So then I took my other, where did that go? Ah. Is that it? Iced tea. I took iced tea and rubbed iced tea over the white. And I did that on this one, too. But look at that. What? What?
Designs and do-over. She says, well, crap, I was excited about my 2 ATCs, but now I'm a bit sad. We do
Just
batches.
put something else on them.
Well, no, we do batches. I don't know if you're talking about quantity. We don't ever do just 1 or 2 ATCs.
Oh, heavens, no.
It's a lot like how she makes soup. You just have to get out the bigger pot.
I just, anymore, it doesn't matter if I have a cup of broth to start with.
And I told her, don't start in the big pot because you're going to be screwed because you can't go up any bigger.
I just get up that big pot. I don't because. All right, so I had this lone solitary. Is it okay if I go on now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm handing you this because it's done and you need to write Evie's name on the back.
Okay. I shall do that. I'm going to do it with the...
All right, here is another one. All right, so I stenciled the rose in copper, doing the same technique that I told you about. This is this copper, where I put it on the paper and went like this, you know, and smushed it around. But then I came back with my brush and hit it with some pink and then a little bit of white. But look at that.
Oh, Bente also likes the one with the moon. I think we have another one with moons, right?
Perhaps.
I got it over here, I think.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
here, you can show these 2. These 2 are done. So, all right, those of you that are on the ATC list, here's your opportunity.
Yeah,
to claim.
you can.
If you like these.
Check this out. Okay, so Mariah nipped it, and then she put the backing on because this is some of that kind of flimsy watercolor paper. And I had to do a little bit of coloring here because I forgot to clean up the back of my stencil after I did this one. So that smushy part there, but it looks kind of cool because it looks like maybe the wind's blowing some snow off the
Oh, that's a very nice
end of the, yeah, well, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But isn't that just fabuloso? Okay, those are available. Now let's see, these all need more work. I have to keep them in order here. I don't know. I'm going to do something here on this back. See this edge here? This really bothers me. And I've got some options on what to do.
Xandra wants one with the rose. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do. Just because we have multiples of, I mean, they're very similar.
Oh, and we have a whole bunch of roses. Hand me the other roses.
Okay, hold on.
Because this may not be the rose that you love. But I think this is so interesting because this is the middle of the Victorian wallpaper. And it has that rosy full, you know, rosy petally feel to it. And I tried very hard to match the color that, and I want you to know.
Okay, here's 3 roses.
Yeah, I think that's all I have. Okay, we've got hot pink roses with zinc, what you call that, paste, black diamond paste. It's not really black. And then we have this one. I think this one absolutely so elegant and beautiful. I just don't think it needs a thing. And then this one, I rubbed some of that in there and kind of, you know, hither and yon. But I think those are really nice. This edge bothers me. And I need to deal with that because I don't like it. Okay.
Oh, the first one. Which one was the first one? It was one that you had already over there.
What? No.
Rose.
No. Those were, I did.
I think that's the one she's talking about.
She wants this one.
Yes.
And she doesn't, this edge doesn't bother her. I guess not.
I guess not. Here, write her name on the back of it.
And who's?
Because I'll be making these thicker. Z. You can just put Z. There you go.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, I guess Seth's gonna discontinue his ice, the zinc ice.
He's not making the black diamond stuff anymore?
Well, I don't know. She's saying ice. That's the shiny.
Oh, the
glitter.
translucent gel stuff? Man, I use that stuff. When I remember it. And let me show you.
No, I think ice is the. Because I'm trying to think about the packer. That's the glittery.
Oh,
the glittery one?
These. The luster paste. Pearly luster paste?
I think so. Those are the ice ones, right? The sparkly ones.
You know, I need to keep this one out. Well, it's almost the same.
Oh, Lynn, I got you on the list.
Because I think this works like butter.
You're one of the 27, Lynn.
But
so
maybe.
if you want to holler.
Okay. Well, let's just dive in here. Now, I think this one's finished.
Martha wants a rose, too.
Oh, here.
Martha, do you want white, pink, or red?
Here's your pen.
You guys are making this harder on me. Although, it's somewhat so, because then I'd sit here and waffle about which one's the same.
All right, this needs work. This definitely needs work. This needs work. This needs work. Okay, I don't know. What do you think about this? Do you think I need a flower on here?
Martha, I see you as the red one. I just feel like that one calls your name. Okay. What are you saying to me?
I said I need to know if you all think that this needs a flower.
Yes. Jamie says it needs a flower.
It needs a flower. Okay. Put that over there.
Rhonda says no, it doesn't.
See, Rhonda, I don't.
Lynn,
I waffle.
Lynn, I have pink or white. Lynn, let me know. I'm only going to do this for a little bit, and then I'm going to pick for you guys.
And then you're going to do what?
Then I'm going to pick.
Oh, okay. Now I want to do this one because this one, you can't see. I'm going to wiggle it. Can you see? Can you see the flower above the leaf?
Oh, wait, here. I got my little light there. I kind of like it as is, but I feel like if you're gilding the lily,
I'm gilding the lily. Now, I just think I like this one just like it is. I like this one just like it is. And I don't know, that one might need a little work. Put that over here. I'm handing you these because I just feel like those are done.
Oh, I love these. Yeah, come on. What?
Now, I like this one too, but I still think it needs something. I don't know what yet. See, if I don't know what to do with them, I just keep putting them back. I want you to look at this. This is the color I mixed. Now, it still needs something. I haven't decided what. I'm working on this one. I did a little pencil work. I think maybe it needs something else. This one needs something else.
Here, put that one in the stream there. Panka, do you love this one? I feel like that's kind of a Panka one. She just messaged me.
She said no. She doesn't like this one.
No, I'm waiting for her to, say in the chat. Now, Ginger, I didn't have you on my list. Did I miss you? I don't think I do. Guess I'm glad we're having this conversation.
Yeah, no kidding, because I haven't checked my... Well, I did check my messages.
Well, your message...
But it may have been way down low.
No, your messages are the little books. See, this is why I told you, mixing this in with the ATCs. Mm-hmm. All right, Ginger, I'm getting you on there, and you're getting a rose.
Ginger wants a rose.
Ginger Sparks, yes.
Okay. I really want to work on this one also, and this is the same technique I'm going to do there. Okay. This one's still, we don't know yet. Maybe it needs a flower.
I got you. Oh, yes, Panka. She loves that one.
She loves which one?
That one that I showed you. Yeah, give me that one back.
She doesn't want it.
No, the flower one.
Oh.
Oh, this pen. There we go.
And I want to talk a little bit about this one because this has a piece of my this paper glued down there. Then over the top of it, I stenciled the single Victorian wallpaper motif. Then I took the icing ice stuff in the black coffee, iced coffee, and rubbed it in there. Then I took the Mermaid Sparkle and put it on a wet wipey thing and wiped down the middle here. Then came back in with a little bit more of that. So this has multiple techniques on it. And I think this would be a good one to do the little nip in, and either yellow or orange paper, Mariah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And we're going to work on this a little bit. Now, what did you think I needed to do to this? Dull the orange down a little bit?
All right, those of you that do know that you're on the list, if you can message me if you wanted like a moon, a this or that, because that'll let me know. Because it's going to be really hard for me to come back to chat, and I'm also kind of,
Yeah, I'm talking to her at the same time.
Yeah, so I'm getting a little overwhelmed.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of my board because I don't want to mess up my board. I really like having this to put my wet stuff on.
Or what I can do is I can come back to makers, and those of you that I do have on the list, I can post to that list, and those of you that are on the list can comment on that post. How does that sound for everybody? And you can say, if you want moon, leaf, Victorian, the little floral Victorian thing, rose, whatever. And then I'll try to, do my best to match you up.
And I do still have some here that are...
Okay.
Okay. Everybody's...
Yes, that sounds good. Okay. Thank you, guys. Because I'm getting a little overwhelmed by that.
All right, I've got all of those. And I'm just going to put those aside here because we don't know what we're going to do with these. And Mariah says I need to put a little bit... Where's my... Finger condom.
Cut. It's finger cut.
So, do you think I need the coffee, the glitter paste, or do I just need the brown to kind of knock it back a little bit? Now, I want to be careful here because I really want you to use that bright orange.
Oh, you do?
On the...
Or I could use the copper.
Copper? You have copper paper?
I do have copper paper.
Oh, well, in that case.
And actually I have...
All right, now this is the stuff that when you buy it, it comes in those squishy tubes. And the reason, well, there's two reasons. Number one, it didn't fit on my cart.
Here. Look.
Okay, and this
Well,
this
they're
is
not
just
quite
the,
done.
this is not the shiny, this is not the pasty stuff. I mean, this is not the
So this is the ice. This is because you have zinc ice translucent. So that's the stuff he's discontinuing.
this is the translucent gel glaze. He's not making it anymore.
Sounds like that's the stuff. I mean,
Wow.
you wrote ice on there, so I think that that's the stuff.
Yeah, zinc ice. I don't, you know, it's because people are too stupid to know how to use it.
Oh, is the ATC, so the little one, if you place an order and you want that little strip, let me know in the notes. Otherwise, it's kind of a gamble whether, because what I do is I just cut a whole sheet of freebies, and then those kind of go out with whatever order.
Oh, here, let me have that back. I want it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And then you'll put another one.
Yeah, I'll make it thicker.
That's nice. I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, maybe this is...
I don't like the orange. It comes off pinky. The metallic orange really picks up pink.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I need to come through and hit that with a little... I'll show you my wonderful skills of the brush here. Okay, I have this tiny little brush over here in the water.
Now, if you want the big one, it comes with the moons.
Oh yeah, I've got that somewhere. I don't know.
So the one that you're actually seeing on these ATCs right now.
Yeah,
this
that's
is the big
this
one
one.
that comes with the moons.
This is this one.
Yeah.
And you have a choice of moons.
But if you want the little freebie one, you gotta let me know.
Okay, here we go. So you saw me. I gave it a shake.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have stuff in my lid that I can work from.
Perfect. I love that.
And you don't need a lot. And I always kind of squish it around because remember my brush is wet. And all this is doing is just knocking that orange back just a teeny tiny bit. But because it's also metallic,
Remember, most of you that are on your mobile devices, you can do your finger thing and actually zoom in, but there. P has also used the technology.
look at that. Isn't that just amazing? That little bit. You just don't think right off the bat, you know, and I might even come in here and see those little orange places where there's already a little bit of orange there. I might just go ahead and give those just a little bit of a, and these are, okay, I did these. They were bright gold, and I didn't like them after I did them, so I covered them up with the zinc diamond paste, and then I scraped them off a little bit.
Here, can you show that? So when I'm gluing the cards together, and see, I will put a back thingy. Oh, here, actually show, because this one's gonna have. And this is a good example of.
Yes, this is.
I don't know that this one will be going out. I'm just.
We absolutely, both of us love this one
very in love
so
with
much.
this one.
Do you see the little indentation? Well, that's that chomper that Mariah has, but she didn't chomp. She left this edge, which was just brilliant move on her part. And then the back is that beautiful.
It's not
suede.
It's not the suede one.
Oh, but it is really pretty. And then this will be put back here.
And I did that with the sprays.
Yeah. So there's a lot of little details that go into these cards that you might not necessarily appreciate right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going out. Sorry, guys. It's going to the top shelf.
All right, now
Champagne room.
I'm going to go ahead and do this because I've got Mariah. She's not been very good about playing with me here lately.
I told her that I would be staying up here after the stream today. We have finished most orders. Most. But it's enough to say that we are caught up and in a good place. And we are going to knock these ATCs out. We're going to stencil the bags. and just have a little playtime, depending on also our lovely little Isabella, and if she can stay busy too.
All right, now I can't remember. I think it was the orange. Oh, and I forgot to talk about my new crayons. Oh, we'll talk about those some other time. I don't want to talk about those.
Eddie, we have some that are similar, so I'll kind of keep that in mind. I know you're on the list, so.
And I've got my other leaf here. I finally found my other, pardon me, other leaf.
They're swooning over the purple and red one. Yeah, I was a little afraid of even showing it, but I'm pretty darn proud of this one. Both for P and me. Like, this is when we come together and make some awesome ATCs.
Okay, now you all know how I do this gluing business.
She dots.
I'm a daughter.
She's a daughter.
I'm a daughter, and Mariah
I'm
is
the
a
daughter
scraper.
that doesn't dot.
Mariah's a scraper. I'm a daughter. Okay, I just really think that this
Ooh, I
needs
like that.
this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know whether to go ahead and do my little technique here on the fleur-de-lis. Did you notice my fleur-de-lis? I even polished it up today. It was,
You
it
wouldn't
was
have seen
significantly. Now I do, oh my gosh. And Anne, I'm going to get these papers into my cute little, you know, folder thing. What do you think about that?
Oh, I like that. Because the yellow really was, or the gold wasn't really showing up.
Well, and see the other, this one underneath here, what I did is I had a dirty one of these, and I went ahead and pushed it down, and I think it was orange, so you can't even tell that it's paper anymore. It's kind of that color. I don't know. All right, well, we're just going to go for this copper business.
I like the copper business. And so this was the stuff.
I don't know.
You're not.
I'm just, I don't
Very
know.
indecisive.
All right, I'm going to do the other stuff first to see.
Because that may determine.
It may determine. It may just be enough that you don't need to be, you know, adding some more mookie mook.
And it was confirmed. Yes, it's the ice, the translucent, you know, like coffee, tea, whatever stuff.
And you know, this is so weird. Sometimes this stuff sticks and sometimes it doesn't. And it just kind of has a mind of its own on where it sticks.
Well, plus that stuff's like 2 years old.
Yeah, it's really kind of pretty rubbery there on the... But you can, you know, come in and then buff it out. And if, you know, whatever comes to whatever, you can scrape it with your palette knife. Now, I'm kind of liking that.
Yes.
I think that definitely, it made it feel, it brought them together.
Yes.
Very nice.
Also gave them more definition.
Yes. Now, this is kind of, I'm a little, this edge over here bothers me just ever so slightly. So I'm just going to dirty it up a bit.
Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, it does. As a matter of fact.
Now, that's the stuff that I was telling you about that is discontinued.
Yeah. I'm not going to do it on this side over here. I'm going to leave that side alone. Okay. I think that's a beautiful.
You're not going to glue the thing down?
No, I'm not going to do that. I don't think it needs it.
Can
I
you
think
hold
it's
it?
done.
Can you hold the little thingy over it just so I can see? I just, you know, feel like I'm. Feels kind of giraffe-y.
It does, and I don't know why that feels giraffe-y. Where's my other piece of just this? Now, see, that might be nice. What do you think?
Yeah, because what the white of the tissue will fade away.
Yes.
I like that because that's just.
All right, I'm just going to hand that over to you and let you do that
Okay.
because that's the piddly kind of stuff that you can do while I'm actually doing something else. Okay. I mean, it's not that that's not
Although
important.
somebody
Oh,
has
here's
take
the
it
other.
off with my glue.
Here's the well, I'll hand you mine. I know, and Izzy lost your pen. Here. You know, I'll always kind of give your little thing, because what happens? See how that stuff gets caught in those little things there, and then it becomes a problem. We just vacuumed the other day. Now we'll have to vacuum again. Okay, I'm done with that for a while, I think. Except, now Mariah says we don't need anything on this, but I'm going to show you what I think we need. Is this stuff right here. And the reason I like this stuff is because it turns kind of pinky orange, kind of, yeah. See it? Isn't it wonderful looking? It does, you can stencil with it, but you have to be sort of careful. All right, I really do just like to use my finger because I can really feel where it's going. But it's just giving some definition to that.
This is also some of the ice, right? The transparent ice. This is the, because there's coffee, tea. I think this is tea, right?
This is, yes, this is iced tea.
Yeah.
And see how it does go kind of peachy?
There's two of them that says, which stuff is this?
Okay, now I'm just going to take a little bit here, rub it around on my wet, because I want to kind of bring in a little bit of that down here at the bottom.
Oh, that's very nice. Sometimes we feel like you know what you're doing.
I don't know, you think I need any in the middle of my...
I don't. I like that it has that white because it kind of makes it feel like it's sort of all bursting out of there. Just a little bit of definition.
It's a little bit.
Love it. And so I think what I'm going to do on these, here, if you want to show them this lovely business, because look at that.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. And nip it with the end nip.
Man, it looks really good. It's not that. It's more champagne. Remember, color sometimes gets a little amped up on the with the lighting. It's not quite that bling bling.
Yeah, it really isn't.
See over here.
It's very nicely muted.
Yeah.
All right, now.
It was just really picking up that light.
Okay, so where is my little rose stencil? I'll tell you what.
She has been using the bejesus.
Harry, I have been using... I'm going to wear it out. I'm going to have to get a new one. But here is my issue. I need a flower here.
On its own.
But I don't need leaves. So I have to be very careful. Or, I don't know, though. What do you think? Is that too cutesy? If I
this one
manage to not hit that... Turn that ever so slightly there. Okay, let's do it. I tell you what, now on ordering this, this is pearl white stencil butter. Didn't we have to order this separately?
No.
No, it came in the kit.
It came in the Christmas one?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Which is just...
But the reason she thinks that we had to order it separately is that when they sent us the free sample ones, they didn't send us this one. And we talked about ordering it, but then I went ahead and just ordered another thing because, A, she had turned the green into a brown. And then the red was pretty much, that was getting empty. And then we wanted this one, so that made sense.
Okay, now remember.
This one, Trish,
we're going to come back in. I don't know though, maybe it's kind of nice to have a, what do you think? Is that too much?
Well, it's on there.
Well, I can still scrape it off.
Oh, the I think you should scrape the leaves off.
You don't like the leaves on either side of the flower. I think they're kind of like the end of the sentence.
Okay, then don't ask me.
But I'm going to come back in and they're going to be that same color as
Okay.
the leaves on this side.
I,
Everything.
Okay,
So I think that,
I
you know,
agree with that.
put the lid on. And go ahead and clean up your stencil. This stuff, the reason I say that is because when this stuff dries, it leaves a bump. It's not that it's clogging up your stencil. If you know, my on and off place where I went with the flowers here.
It's textured.
Yeah, all of a sudden you'll go, and you don't want to do that.
And Dana, they went out today.
What did?
Dana, she said, I ordered the roses yesterday. And they went out today.
I'll tell you what, these guys are really on it, on this order thing. You're really lucky that I'm not in charge of that stuff, because you might get it, you know, next month if you're lucky. Okay, let's do some more. I'm really, I like the and I like these, but I just think they're just sort of boring.
They are. It's a background.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking, I mean, I'm really thinking about just putting a pink flower right in the middle there.
Do it. You could do.
Let's try mixing. Now,
I was about to say, can you ombre it?
I don't know.
You've done it before. I know that you can.
I'll probably just mess up the pot.
Well, there is that. Just don't stir it in too much, and then you can kind of leave that color off to the side and then scrape it the next time. And well, that's kind of what you did with that. Don't look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about.
She's talking. Mm-hmm. Oh, here, I've got some of the lid, so if I muss
Hello,
it up.
Doris from Munich.
All right, now, let's look at this. We want that up there.
I like that, and even if you hit that other rose coming in.
I'm going to try not to.
I'm not making very good suggestions today.
I'm going to take that back. I am going to hit that rose. Now, see, I've got all of this. Kind of a hanger on her
Yeah, it was.
boogie boo there.
You want to shake it. One of those things that, all of a sudden one day you kind of come across something pink stuck to the wall and you're like, what's that?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. That's where it went. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Tina. Because I don't think I said hello to Tina.
I'm not even going to worry about getting all that bottom one in there. Oh! It almost makes that gold look green, doesn't it?
I love it.
Oh, that is just beyond wonderful.
Hi, Jody.
Okay, now remember, do give a little run along the edge there. You'll be happy you did that.
So much
not
easier.
Slice your finger off the next time you...
Or you end up trying to kind of clip it off and then you
Did
mess up the
Did I
edge.
put it in the technology?
Now you did. Good job.
Now, even when this is finished, if I want to come back in and highlight some edges with either the white or the pink, I can do that.
Betsy, I think we're going to, so something to kind of keep in mind, and those of you that are designers that are in the chat, once you guys have kind of some stencils that we can put 5 together and create like a stripper set, or, do the little ATCs or whatever, we will definitely do that. because we just don't want to mix them up with other stuff because that gets kind of complicated with how we, you know, divvy out like royalties and things. So, just to be honest, that's the reason for that. And we don't want to just do one-offs because then that gets tricky with how we package things and cut time and.
Well, what did you finally come to the conclusion of? I'm going ahead and using this to make a little piece for my. And plus, you know, get rid of the.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hadn't watched that. Awesome. All right, so we will go ahead and do a giveaway for a stencil at the end of the stream. Do remind me. We're at 1 hour right now, so that's awesome. Halfway through. But yeah, we'll do a stencil giveaway. We might have to start upping this to like when we hit 200 people. We've been consistently hitting 100, which I am very happy about.
Seriously. Okay, now what? What did I have set up here that I was going to work on that I knew what I was going to do?
Oh, Barbara, we did that a couple weeks back, but, you know, keep in mind, like, once we get these ATCs done, maybe we do another sign up or something like that. But, yeah, it was, what, 3 streams ago when we had the sign up for the ATCs.
This is Izzy's heart design. Mm-hmm. So this is totally
not in the shop.
Not in the shop.
This is my baby's drawings. She gets a little pushy sometimes about, have you made, she wants a gummy bear stamp. She keeps asking her daddy, have you made my gummy bear stamp? We're like, we haven't even got the stuff yet. Easy. And then she wanted us to make it out of that one big sample thing. She says, I want it like the size of me. Like, we can't even cut it yet. Like, oh yeah, we don't have that big of a cutter. Yeah, this is pretty. I mean, obviously, we think it's sweet. I don't.
And I have used it before.
Yeah, but about this time last year.
It's been a while.
It has been.
And I can't remember what I did with it, but.
You made, well, there was an ATC, and I wonder if you sent that out to somebody. Can't imagine why you would.
Well, that's kind of sweet. I don't know that it's anything to write home about, but. And then you just.
Aw, thanks, Betsy. That's so sweet. She says, I don't do hearts, but I like Izzy's.
I really don't do hearts either.
She didn't do roses until she met Carrie's.
I know. And I told Mariah, I said, oh, well, those are really nice, but I probably won't ever use those.
How many streams has she been using those?
Okay, so, you know, every now and then I do have to eat my words.
Every now and then.
Every now and again.
They are cute.
Don't forget to do the back of your thing. You know, the one that has the swishy that I had to colored pencil, that's because I didn't clean the back.
Hey,
you don't have to get them like sparkling clean, but you do need to have them so that you don't have clumpies.
Miriam, I'll get you one. Or if you guys really want to order this, if you want Izzy's hearts, just order any of the ATCs and just write in the notes. Please swap out with the hearts.
Because they are in the, I mean, you've got a file.
I have a file. I just don't have them listed in the shop. Nor do I really plan on it. But then that way I know you guys came from here.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to do that for those of you that
Our
hang
peeps.
out with us and chit chat, you know.
Alrighty, now let me see here. Okay, I got out a bunch of new. Okay, now I think this is kind of cool. And I think it's a little bit.
Okay, let me please preface with this one. This is not in the shop. Not in this size. It's for, I was like, how did you even end up with that? I think it's when we were trying to figure out something, or I was cutting some other stuff and just threw it in there and stretched it because it's kind of weird looking.
Yeah, it doesn't look so much like the real thing.
The real,
but this is the thing.
This is the thing. The stencil version of the thing, sort of ATC size. We do have the ATC size in the shop, but it's much smaller. Just FYI.
Okay. Well, I have used it before, and I mainly use it as a background that you're going to put down, but then you're going to put something else over it. So the paint that you want to use on top of it, I don't want it to be, I want it to be kind of similar to what's here, and then put something over the top of it, you know, a medallion or something.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we thinking about here? I'm thinking about the copper.
Now, do you know where you said medallion, so before you do that, do you know where your medallions are? Judy piece medallions? Little circles? Because that might be kind of cool.
Well, the problem is I think they're too big.
I know, but you could just use part of the inner and just swoosh it on there. Okay, she doesn't know where they're at.
I'm thinking.
They might be behind you, and I mean, it makes sense that they would sort of be over there, but...
Okay, well, I already shook this one up once today because remember we used it earlier. So this is good because I can show you what I do.
Gotta get pouncy.
Gotta get pound. And I'm sorry, the rubbing, the reason you do not circular rub is because you're going to hit these little places. See this one right here? That's going to flip up.
Yeah.
So pouncing is necessary. It's not okay, so I'm going to pick up some here. But then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do this. I'm going to dab a little bit.
Hey, do you want one of these?
No.
Okay.
And it's this one, I don't like using it as a stencil for the same reason. It's because it grabs those little little hoop-de-doo things there and flips them up in the air. And
this is why connections are important, but then it also gets tricky because you start making too many connections, you lose the design.
yes. And it no longer, yeah.
That looks fantastic because it really looks...
And it's, you kind of have to work it at okay, I'm going to put that over there.
Yeah.
All right, good deal.
Oh, you're fine, Heather.
Now, just a minute. I was going to...
Yes, grab your hoopty-doos.
Okay, now, I don't really know what happened here. I know that that's not from the... I think maybe it got... touched over here inadvertently.
Yeah, here's its friend.
Here's its friend.
So I could make 2 of these. So these are the fleur-de-lis blue ones. So if you're messaging me and want to stake claim to one of these...
And I'm thinking about putting a fleur-de-lis right here.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea.
Okay, I'm going to put the lid back on that. We're going to go orange.
Here, can you show that lovely back before you...
Oh, yes. I don't know why.
See, that one's done. More towards, yeah, less... Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Is that
I spattered
perfect?
it and everything. So, that's a fleur-de-lis with the orange and blue. We have a couple of these.
Got to locate my fleur-de-lis.
Yeah, here. I actually have...
Look at this. Ha!
1, 2, 3, and then that'll be a 4. I have 4 of those.
All right, now I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to try to line it up with... I was going to try to get rid of that, but it's way off. I'll just have to deal with that in some other form. The very orangey, whatever there.
You know what I do? I have a file, and I print them out on the laser printer because then they hold up to the ink and everything. Because let me tell you, signing a million of these after a while, you're kind of like, okay, wow. This is Although those early ones that we made that we signed,
Yeah, those are.
those will be high dollar someday. No, it's a real signature. It's just we print it.
Now we will let that dry and come back and maybe do something else to it. But as long as we've got things going. Okay, now I'm checking my back. Do you see why I did? See what's happening there?
Oh, that looks really cool.
Even though I really, you know, I don't want to waste my, I won't. Because I'll just take my little tissue paper thing that I've got here, and then I don't feel so bad about it. Have a nice little...
And that might be the thing you need.
It might just be the thing I need. You never know. But don't forget and don't ignore the back.
That cardboard's working nice for your...
Yeah, and I mean, I have kind of mucked up my thing here, but it would be a whole lot more mucky-upped.
Yeah.
Mucky-upped. Okay, now see this little area right there? That's just screaming for that little flirty-lay. And I know we're going to have multiples. Oh, well, I'm getting a little dot in on this one. It's all right.
Hey, Lisa.
Oh, I didn't. No. Look at that.
Very nice.
Perfection.
Yes.
I shouldn't jinx myself saying stuff like that.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, again, stop. Clean your...
Heather says she loves the cheddar cheese paint. It does look very cheddary. It's actually metallic. This is the stencil butter.
Yeah.
What do they call the orange one?
Tangerine, I think.
Tangerine.
No, they call this marigold, which is...
I was thinking marmalade, but I was like, no, that's not
This is
right.
gamboge.
Might be
Whatever.
hungry. I got a little wild there.
Yeah, it did. But see, got some more off the back.
And that stencil butter, I'll tell you that it's something that just keeps on giving. A little bit goes a long way, but you have to put enough on your knife
Yeah.
to swoosh it through to really be, you know. 'Cause
So it has some lift.
well, yeah, and you can kind of do it in one thing. Because if you have to keep coming back, your opportunity to mess it up is increased.
Now I'm going to try to put this right in the middle of that kind of little flowery thing there.
This is the cheese food.
I think I just used the wrong side.
Still looks good.
No, I missed.
You lopped a little corner off, but I think that's all right.
See, this is the side I needed to use. Now, we need to talk about that because what I'm saying here is that your stencil has a side that
There's a bevel to the
a
cut.
bevel. And this is the smooth side. I don't know what I was thinking there. I wasn't. I was just talking and yammering.
Moving about.
Okay, I'm thinking right here.
Now, before you do that, are you willing to put... Oh, but that's got orange speckledy stuff on it. I already done that. I was going to see if you put like a lime green one or just make one different.
Oh, I can.
But not that one.
Not this one.
or a red one. Very nice. Even a gold one would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need 20.
Yeah, we'll
Spice them up a little.
we'll try something else.
Oh, here, do you want to show how this turned out? Well, I'll let you get that done, but put some glue over the top of this. Thank you, Evie. Evie says lovely.
Yeah, I think we need to retire this. I feel like I'm just moving paint around one place to another. Look at that, all those. I'm sure heck glad that happened on a piece of I don't care paper.
I don't care.
It also helps if you kind of clean your fingers up every once in a while.
Yeah, that's probably how that orange got onto that one.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, that's no way, no. Jingo. Okay, now what?
Here. I don't know why that's not, I mean, maybe it's just taking a little longer to
What?
dry clear.
Oh well, here I'll help it along.
Yeah, help it along. Thank you, Ricky. She says these are lovely.
Oh wow, did you hear that? Scrappy. Yeah, there we go.
Wonderful.
Perfecto.
Yeah.
This is real scratchy. You can feel it. It's like a Braille card.
A postcard thing, like the stencil one. Like that one. That could be done.
What is it?
Aw, thanks, Eva. She's popping in just to say hello. She went to physical therapy and she's exhausted, so she's gonna watch later.
Okay.
No problemo.
Yes, I understand. I went to Costco yesterday. That was my physical therapy. Okay, I'm ready to do something different here.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, I don't know about this.
You kind of have some weird things happening there in the background.
I do. And it was because it was just one of those cleaner or offer, pardon me, things that happened there. But I was thinking about coming in with this leaf.
How did you end up with that?
Stuck together.
Oh, I kind of remember you asking. This is something that doesn't exist in the shop. This is a... I think I'm going to call this stream. Most of what you see today you will not be able to get unless you special requested or, you know, we know you really well.
These are made from my stamp.
And I told her I wasn't going to make that because this was early on, too.
And, oh, see, look at this. It all has, paste on it. Oh. And that poor little bugger.
Yeah,
He's just about gooed shut.
You didn't even clean that one
I didn't clean that one. I'm going to hide
That's
that.
a bad stencil mama.
Hide that one. Okay, so, yeah, these were really early on. What I really want
Carrie. Thanks for
is
having
I want to duplicate that kind of lavendery color.
Yes.
And I don't know, I've got this. It's not shiny.
Is that the speckled egg stuff that we love so much?
That is the speckled egg stuff. Yeah, that probably isn't such a good choice.
It's
All right,
not gonna be dark enough.
I may just have to suck it up and mix up. Suck it up and mix up some light lavender.
Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
I just need a teeny tiny bit of that.
Are you sure you don't need more? Oh, yeah, because you're going to go light. And
I'm
this stuff
going-
is dark.
It's very dark. And it's a lot darker than you think it's going to be. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to try to...
Well, I could probably make the leaves into a
Look at that.
very nice, a strip.
FP.
And maybe spread them out enough that if you wanted to cut them apart, you could.
Yeah. There you go. I like how you're thinking, Mariah. All right. Now again, you want to be careful because they have little flippy-uppy things there.
I think Darcy said that in
A
one
flippy-uppy?
No, in one of her videos that she was a bad stencil mama. That is not a Mariah original. That might be a Darcy thing.
Okay, I got a little bit left here, and I think I can squeeze this little leaf in without, oh, I don't know, mucking the other one up. Nah, it's not going to work. What I really need is I really needed the one that I messed up. This little guy.
Oh, can you scrape it out? Or... I mean, at this point, you're not.
Where's
doing...
my needle tool here?
I was using it for things, so it might not end up exactly where it usually is. Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I don't use that one. That one's dangerous.
You know, just reopen up the holes. Probably best if you don't do this with your hand in the background.
Candy, it would be really cool, and you know what? We have a ton of different leaves from all of our different designers, including ourselves, but as I stated earlier, that I don't know how to... Tracking all of the sales would be tricky to make sure that everybody gets their part to it. That's the tricky part.
Oh well.
Exactly, Lisa. Hey, Ann. She's back. Did you get it cleaned up? Well enough? Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think it is.
I like it. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, okay, well, let's see here. My wipe off paper. 'Cause I don't.
Oh, the difference between stencil butter and texture paste. Okay, stencil butter is like a thick acrylic paint. Very thick. And it's metallic. Texture paste, and it depends on the brand and whatever. You know, we love the light and fluffy. That's our favorite texture paste. That was a little wonky. But it's your wonky off. Okay, sorry. But the texture paste, typically, for most of them, they're going to add, you know, the loft. And then also be a little bit gritty, because therefore texture, which you can usually add mediums on top of that. Stencil butter is like, you know, it's plasticky once it's dry. Some texture paste is too, just to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Some.
True
But I
that.
think that's usually like modeling paste.
I'm just getting a lot of little leaves out of here on my, because what Mariah and I discovered with this leaf business, oh great. If you have these little leaves, it's amazing where you can use them after they've all dried. I have sheets of them somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I love them. And I like whenever I did my head, this is kind of how, you know, I had P just do the black texture paste, which she makes her angry because it's kind of like messing with tar. It gets everywhere.
Horrible
It's sticky.
stuff. Oh. Ugh.
But she did it for me.
And I swear I just end up with it all over me and all over everything all around me.
It spreads. Because it's not as thick. It's kind of gooey.
Okay, well look there.
That's very nice.
I mean, I got some good leaves there, Mariah. I'm going to retire this.
Yeah.
Not be mucking about with that anymore. And then I just come over here on this, and that's what this...
Colleen, the little leaf stencil, that actually is the original. Okay, so I have the leaf stencil, our leaves, in the shop. This was its prototype, but I could not get this to consistently cut because see how thin those little lines are?
It would make a great stamp. Brad needs to make this into a stamp.
Yes, and that's how it started.
Yeah,
it is actually a stamp.
It was a kneaded eraser stamp.
And Sandy, that's its main difference. But then, like, you know, the stencil butters are metallic. I mean, you can get metallic texture paste. I think the Crafters Workshop actually has some. I've been interested in that. But then again, I kind of go, usually we put stuff on top of it, so I don't really know, like, what's the benefit at this point. If you got light and fluffy, then put some sparkly stuff on it.
And I've colored the light and fluffy, and
yes.
I have it in jars down here. But they're Play-Doh jars, and most of them have dried up. I need to just, I don't know. I don't know what you do with that. You know, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Well, you could try to pop them out of there, and then you could sculpture with them.
I could. I should see if that's possible. That's a brilliant idea, Mariah.
Might be fun.
Yeah.
Could
All right, now what?
Archie Panko over there. Archie gets boiled.
Okay, I found my ATC, and it has the little flower on it. I'm thinking, I don't know. Maybe I should just go with that one.
Oh, should we go ahead and do the giveaway right now?
Yeah, do the giveaway while I'm, you know, waffling about on what the hell I'm going to do. I know that should just drive people crazy. Hey, let's look at this. Look at this. I'm going to take my... You just go ahead.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Carry on.
Carry on. Well, I have to get it set up. I didn't do that earlier.
And the reason I use this is because this stuff has little grainy things in it. And it will eat your finger up.
Yeah, you need the protection. All right, what should our hashtag be today? ATC? Should we do that?
Yeah.
Sure, ATC.
Love that.
All right, yes, go ahead and start putting in hashtag ATC. That will let Nightbot know who's it, what's it. We'll let that go for a minute or so. But you kind of, I don't know what you're doing there. I don't know that I agree with all that.
Well, you don't have to.
I like that-ish.
Well, I'm preparing the other side for the eventual something there.
Uh-huh.
Not
gotcha.
sure what yet. I mean, it could even be this big flower and lime green.
I like that. I think that would be fun. I'm for it.
Okay, well, we gotta
I'm
wait
for
for
that.
this to dry.
Okay.
But look at that. See, that straight edge is now all organic and wonderful. Isn't that great?
That does look good. Very nice. Thank you for holding it up into the technology. All right, has everybody got their? I see Brad's trying to block everybody once again.
My golly, we're knocking these buggers out.
Yeah, but here I am, you know, backs. This is exactly why we have this.
Well, I've got another hole.
I need to teach you how to make backs. But see, she gets bored. She didn't like doing that. She thinks it's tedious.
I'll tell you what, if it were me, I would just...
All right, I'm rolling, guys. I'm rolling.
I'm going to take...
Macy! Aw, awesome. Alrighty. Nacy, do you remember you have to place an order for $30 or more? I will get you a code,
So sore.
and then it'll apply to your order. That's how that works.
I don't know. You know, I think all this needs...
I'm going to write that down. Nacy.
I think all this needs, Mariah, can I talk to you?
Yes.
Is spattering with red.
Oh, you want me to do that right now?
Well, if you want to.
I can do that.
And then niche it, and put red on the back.
Okay.
And I think it's the same with this one, because doesn't this look cool?
Yeah, I really like. They're very gothic.
Yes, I love them
They're
just
very
like they
vampire-y.
are. So that'll be two that are kind of similar. I do just absolutely love these.
Is this what you're...
Oh, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Very much. Yes, magenta-y red. I don't know. I really like this, and I don't know what to do to it yet, so I'm not going to do anything. And the same with this. I think it just needs maybe spattering. Maybe it needs some gold. Maybe. Where are my...
Maybe. Alright, so what I'm going to use to do the spattering are the... Here, I'll give you the blue ones, but you can show this in the...
I don't know. I'm just not feeling that.
I'm using the reds over here, but...
This is the Fine Tech, which is a little bit more expensive than the...
Actually, I think they're quite a bit more.
Oh.
I mean, in the whole grand scheme of things, I guess, you know.
Well, what are the others called? The cheaper ones?
Calero. They're still Fine Tech, but they're Calero Fine Tech. The Fine Tech, these are a little pricier.
And I think the reason is because you don't have to put water in these half an hour before you want to use them.
Yeah. Like, I got it all nice and gooey right now. Like, they cream up really nice.
And I don't know who dug the hole in this one. I think it must have been you, Mariah.
She's the hole digger.
No, I think that was you.
No, that's you. I don't do that.
Well, anywho, she goes around the side, so when they get finished, there'll just be a little square out in the middle.
Yeah. Which seems proper.
Yeah, oh well, who knew? But anyway, what I did was I went through and these correspond, you know, to the one underneath it. Because what you think,
They did get a little murdery.
what?
Be careful, don't touch the...
Oh,
Oh. Is that like a good O or a...
well, this
Yeah.
looks like maybe it was, you know, in the cemetery and
I know.
somebody was...
These are the vampire cards. So if you're interested in these,
Here.
that's the note you need to
This
give
is...
me.
Who was it? Heavy. Love hurts.
There you go. That would be perfect.
Yeah,
It must dry.
must dry.
Then I'll put the backs on red.
All right, so I got out this, and you know, I just keep using this same stencil. And I apologize for being such a boring person. But if I did this right on that edge there,
Hello. Hello, Heidi. Welcome.
In the gold. And then Mariah would
Rhonda
use...
said that was from the Crusades.
What? That was from the Crusades.
I like the way you think, Rhonda.
Okay, I'm going to hand you this back because I don't need any more clutter over here. I got me enough.
Enough of your own.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take good old champagne gold. Robin McClendon's favorite color.
Oh, no, it wasn't Izzy. It was her.
What?
Brad was like, was it Izzy that was digging the hole in the paints? No, she's not allowed to have those. No way. She probably... she's almost as bad as this one over here. Will mix the colors. And that bothers me. That is not allowed. It's unacceptable. I use a different brush.
That ain't how I work.
No.
Now, do I want to avoid that? I think so.
Brad says the part's in for the cutter.
The fan.
That just means we're that much closer to stamps, y'all. It's very exciting. Hey, Rita. Oh, you should definitely do. And you can use the stuff that you already have. Just cut it to 2.5, 3.5.
Yeah.
ATCs should just be like miniature versions of the things that you already make. Or cut down the things that you make that you're like, you know, this part's really good. If it's 2.5, 3.5, perfect.
Okay, check the back there. I didn't slob over on that one. Look at that.
Oh, this is the stencil butter. Now this is the shiny gold one, isn't it? This isn't the champagne.
This is champagne.
Oh, it is champagne. I'm sorry, I'm looking through the... This is less shiny than it looks here. The studio lights have it really blinged up.
Oh, doesn't that look marvelous?
Marvelous.
Now, I'll probably go back and do some other things to those.
See, Miriam says she's had her watercolors for 6 years and never had a hole. Yeah, because you don't.
Yeah, well,
she
there you go.
She
There are those who hole and those who don't. I'm a holer.
How do you watercolor? With or without a hole. Some are edgy. Some are holy. That would be a good shirt.
Not feeling that. Just not feeling that. Well, here, I need to go through these.
Diane has ones with holes. And it's the metallics. And she does it to the other ones, too. I've seen it. That's just how she rolls.
Okay, I am not going to clean. I'm not going to clean this off. I'm going to put it down here, and I'm going to try to hit those dadgum white spots. And I'm going to use a smearing of the gold.
And you know you're doing it backwards again.
Well, that's why that side looks so clean.
Oh, Jody says that you were well centered.
I'm well centered.
Yeah, with the whole thing. Could you center it up? I'm edgy. Yes, Heather, definitely. You know, there's Izzy in her pirate hat. That was the picture that we chose for the hats on parade. For the tea party the other day. Oh, Tracy's also, she digs holes in hers. Well, it's good to know that there's, you know.
I feel like I'm in good company.
Yeah.
One nice thing about the mucky muck background on these is that when you do have little incidents like this right here, it's not like blaringly obvious.
Well, and the nice thing is when you're going over paint, you have a little bit more of a wiggle room as far as like wiping that stuff up.
Yeah.
But you need to get at it and get at it quick.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, I need to put that aside. I'm liking that a lot.
I like that mix.
It's really quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Because
Yeah, it's not really gold. It's not really white. It's kind of a,
yeah.
it's very clean.
Yeah, that's right, Tony.
That's more champagne-y, I think, than the champagne.
Well, Sandy, some of these started out, that's why we called them master boards, because Pete did the gel printing in a master board, and then we cut them up. That was the last stream. Yes, because we started them.
Yeah.
The beginning of the stream was doing the master board business, then on into, I don't know if it's embellishing or it's really collage painting. Kind of.
Yeah. All right. Now, let's look about here and see what we've got. I've already looked at that one. I'm thinking about something red.
You need to be careful with that because it's really good. It has a lot of potential.
I know it does. I know it does.
And it's kind of a one-offer because there just really was one section that looked like that.
Yeah, and see, I've got this one, which I've already added some of this.
Oh, I like that.
I know, I do too. This needs something dark.
You need to put some like black. Now I know you don't want to do the texture paste.
No, that's probably what I should use.
Or,
A black flower.
oh, that would be lovely. Yeah.
I think I've opened this and I think it's already dried out.
Yes, those of you that are watching and hanging out with us, please do give those thumbsy upsies if you're enjoying the stream. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We very much appreciate that. We're now on our way to 6,000.
This is kind of gray. What do you think about
Oh,
that?
I like that. Because I think it'll probably dry darker maybe anyway.
No, it'll dry lighter usually. But,
We've had this conversation before.
yeah, sometimes it do and sometimes it don't. All this is white and black mixed together to make gray.
But it's way less smushy than the black.
White tar.
Yeah. Love it. You got a little mushy at the end there, but that's okay. The dismount was a little. Do you want me to clean that up? I'll fix it.
Don't you mess it up.
I won't mess it up. I'm gonna fix it.
Really mad at you.
I don't know.
Really mad at you. Okay, let's look at the back side of this. Oh yeah, see? See that?
But you got good loft.
All right, let's go ahead and clean this up. Start a new paper here. Because I really do like these flowers. I like using these flowers like this because remember that when we did that, Mariah?
Mm-hmm.
And we had all of those.
You know, my Q-tip is not being very nice to me.
Got some nice you know, variety and
Well, Sandy, you gotta start trading them with people.
yeah.
Or keep them like friends.
Like friends.
Good keepers.
What does she call her?
She calls hers AKCs. Artist keeping cards. We have some AKCs.
We do. That we do. All right, now I'm trying to find my dadgum just straight up black stuff here.
Oh.
I don't know where it is.
She's hiding it from herself.
No, I know where it is. I saw it earlier when I was looking for my oh, this is with baking soda. It's U.S. Art Supply Black Gesso 2.0 Carbon Black modeling paste. Yeah, okay. There you go. Has a nice little texture. Okay, where's my... Okay. All right, that's what I think I'm going to do. That way I've got 3 flowers on there. Awesome. Now see this stuff? Yeah. La Brea tar pit.
So, Maggie Miller, she says, I absolutely love P's sassy attitude and fearlessness. Yes, most of the time it's endearing.
Now, what is... My what? My what attitude?
Your sassy attitude and fearlessness.
Oh, well, you know, this is one of the reasons that I like to make a whole bunch of these, because then none of them are precious.
Until they become precious.
Well, until they become precious, yeah.
And then we're like, oh, my precious.
I can't give this away.
That's an AKC.
Look at that.
That's the stuff we needed. All right, this is the best I can do. That little here. I'll switch you off here.
I'm getting full. The end is.
Yeah.
We have no room at the end.
And a tar pit over over here.
And I've got stuff on my.
Oh, see. Stuff gets everywhere.
It just keeps on giving. Okay, well we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to go with it. It's a little bit damp. Should have scraped that up. Never mind. I've got Plan B here.
Oh, this is the Crafter's Workshop black texture paste. It's not anything like light and fluff. Like, it's not thick like that. It's a little more runny. Still thick enough, obviously, to, you know, spread, but it just has a more runniness to it. And it spreads.
Yes.
And, like, you could keep getting stuff off of this. Like, we used to have sheets of this stuff everywhere. I think I either tossed some of it or it got used for things. Some of y'all may even own some of this. It may have been sent off to you. You just didn't know that that's what that was. Oh, Sandy says she is Queen P. Diane gives you 3 black hearts. The black does look like velvet. And it does, when it dries, it has a little sheen to it.
It does.
It's not dull.
Because the other, and see, this is why, you know, I'm
look at this stuff.
I mean, I'm still getting a totally black flower here.
Yeah. It keeps on giving.
But these will be lovely little additions to something.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if you guys are ordering from the Crafters Workshop, tell them we sent you.
Yeah, because they send us free stuff sometimes.
We love the light and fluffy.
I told them they needed bigger jars. Now, see, I don't know. Well, I guess it's the same size jar. And then, you know, I get bored doing this, and I just say, nah.
It's time to just throw it in the bath. And
Because it will have to go. Okay, I'm pretty much done with this. Mariah, I'm going to hand you this and let you take it to the...
little bathy thing. Look here. Alright, we got 10 minutes. I don't know if you want...
Nice flowers there.
I don't know if you want to bring back kind of some of the ATCs and do a little final review, or if that's possible.
Just give me a sec here and kind of let me clean up myself before I start touching anything else. It does dry fairly rapidly, and that's one of the reasons you want to take care of that stencil, is because it will dry in the little creases and cracks and be very, you will be annoyed. All right, I think we got everything cleaned up there. All right, let's look at what we did today. All right, here's the black one. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just so glad you mentioned the modeling, black modeling paste, Mariah.
Well, I hate to, because sometimes it makes you angry, but
I know it does.
It is what it needed. Oh, here.
And
I kind of got it out of there, but
oh, it's fine. It looks good.
I didn't want to muck it up too much.
And what I may do here is come back in with one of the small leaves and put a leaf here and a leaf maybe here.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's definitely a possibility. Now, I was looking at this just now. What?
Diane says, get it off your hands or your house will look like a crime scene. Mm-hmm.
This might be cool.
Ooh, yes. Even in the gray would be really pretty.
I was thinking orange.
Mm-mm.
What about my, oh, I need to put this up.
Yeah, it needs to dry. We swirled a little bit, sorry.
I need to do black roses.
On what?
I don't know. Something.
Okay, well, it ain't that.
That. I can
Yeah.
do black roses on that. Or I could do black roses on that.
Okay, well, we're going to be continuing this on later on this evening.
Well, very obviously. Because I still have a whole bunch of blank cards here. And then we have to do something else to all of those because they can't just be... This would be lovely with the black roses coming down from the top, meeting the bottom. Maybe a chrysanthemum.
Yeah. Just trying to think of... You know what? Carrie's leaves, the little...
strip of leaves.
No, we don't have that. Well, there is a strip. I'm waiting for us to get enough of Carrie's designs. That would be nice.
This would be nice. Look at this.
To do strips for him.
Ooh, this is still a little wet. I need to put that.
That's right, Jacqueline. Do remember, those of you that are here in the chat that know you're on the ATC list, I am going to go back, and also, like, those of you that aren't here or don't remember.
See, we've got all these to go.
I know. I'm going to be posting in Makers the list of people that I have for the ATCs. Please comment below that post to let me know, to verify. Now, some of you guys, I did write your names on the back of them. But if you aren't sure, best to be sure, comment, you know, which one. Like, you want fleur-de-lis, I like the orange and the blue. I liked this one. Now, whoever kind of comments first, or if your name is already on a card, those are yours. I will do my best.
Am I doing a good job?
You were doing a fantastic job. Love it. Your spinning work is stellar. I really like that one. You guys wait. That one's gonna be a
Which one?
top shelfer, the little gold one on the corner. If you don't mess it up,
Oh.
with, doing orange or something
Well,
crazy.
I think this is a really pretty one. Do you have hot pink paper that you could make the little...
Yeah, and I think I even might have metallic. But I gotta dig in that other box.
And see, I still need to do something to this one. This might be a black rose.
I think that might be nice, for sure.
But this is why I make a ton of them.
Oh.
Because after a while, you just go for it. And it's easy to be, very brave because, you've got backups.
And here's the other thing. So Anne said, I love the covered board to put them on. Here's what you do. So all those boxes that you're saving or that cardboard that you know is good, that's what these things are. And then we use the freezer paper, like the stuff they wrap meat in, because it wipes. And it lasts for a while until it does kind of start to peel up.
Yeah, it does.
Eventually. But really, overall, you can wipe it multiple times. It creates lots of great little boards that you can place all over the place because, flat surfaces around here don't exist unless they're kind of a organic. If I clean off a surface, something ends up there. But the little boards can be placed all around. It's very nice.
Do this with black.
All right. Thank you, Jacqueline. Oh. Oh, I think that gilding polish is like Rub and Buff. So you could use that how P was using the kind of how you were using the gel glaze.
Oh yeah, the
transparent
transparent
glaze, and also the glitter paste.
the ice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the thing about it is to use your baby wipes because they're slightly wet, so that it's not going to have a hard line. You can get it
Buffed out.
so that it's smeared around in the places that it needs to be smeared around.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And those gilding waxes take a lot longer to dry than you think. That has been our experience with that too.
Oh yes, very much so, because a lot of these have early this morning I put a thing on them, just wiped them down with some of the glaze, and they were sticky for a long time. That one, I don't
Hello,
know,
Anthony.
maybe I already handed it off to Mariah.
What kind
It
of
dried a lot faster than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
And see, this is still a little bit sticky.
Oh yeah, that's that transparent, that glaze stuff.
And I know it has tar gel in it.
Because we know.
I just know.
Yeah. It has that look to it.
And it does have a lovely shine. It really is. It's nice.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be back on Thursday for Thursday thoughts. I don't know really what thoughts we're having, but usually we know that morning. That's how that works.
More or less.
More or less. What else is going to be happening on Thursday? Oh, we are going to be debuting 2 new stencils. So, let me try to come up with a funny little way to think about that. Or how to wrap your mind around it.
And dendrites.
There you go. There's your little hinty hint. It will also be a first for one of our designers, Joan Miron. So we're very excited. Thursday will be super fun. Oh, it's always fun. We try to make it fun.
Yeah. And I might start a whole new series. That's how
We're
I
gonna
do
try
it.
to finish up the ATCs for the swap so we can get those out to you guys for sure. But all right, guys, thanks for hanging. If you haven't, do give those thumbsy upsies and ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, do all those things if you haven't done that. Come back, leave comments. We aren't quite doing the gear up for the next giveaway, but the comments are very much appreciated. And watching the streams and doing all that stuff is awesome. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.